Channel Black Podcast. It's the 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 Channel Black Podcast. We back. Yeah. Yeah. Episode 20. Yo. I say welcome back to the Channel Black Podcast. South Florida's very own voice to discuss all things black from a male point of view. 3 kings, 3 different views. Today is going to be a little different episode. It's just going to be King Herb today. Shout out to L Green, King Green, and Controversy, aka King Controversy. We had an episode earlier today, recorded, ready to go. Some things happened, and we couldn't get that thing out. So, last minute, I'm going to run something out real quick just to make sure that we have something out for this week. Something that, is still special to resemble what we've been doing over the last 20 episodes. Like I said, it's episode 20. It was going to highlight some of the things that we've done over the last few weeks. We appreciate everybody who's been listening and giving a lot of feedback throughout the last few weeks of the podcast. We definitely appreciate y'all. There's no way we could be doing what we're doing without the support of y'all. Making us feel like it's something that y'all definitely want to hear. But it's cool. I apologize. Like I said, it's just me today. If you was listening to hear Controversy or L Green, my apologies. It's just King Herb today. But no pressure, y'all still can hear them because I'm gonna have some snippets of some previous episodes, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. Some of the highlights of what's been going on. So stay tuned as we get right into some of our older episodes. I'm saying like we've been doing this for years or something, but we've only been doing this for, like I say, 20 weeks, I guess, technically. I think we've been getting better each episode. So that way you'll be, actually, when I play this episode, this is actually the first episode we're going to try to play right now is episode 20. I'm sorry, episode 2. When we was talking about black business. Episode 2 was supporting black business. And I think with that episode, it was an eye-opener for a lot of things that we was talking about. So check this out and let us know what you think, and we'll go from that. Oh, it ain't playing yet. All right, hold on. Let me get right back to it. Since it ain't playing yet, like I said, it's just me. So I'm trying to figure this out as I go. Usually I have to fill in with the other guys. They'll be talking about something, but now it's just me. But I definitely want to get something out. Hold on, why is this thing taking so long to load up? Where we at? Come on. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Hold on, run that back. Oh, nope. Almost there. All right, here we go. Now we cooking with grease.
Dania Beach, Florida, 33004. Holla at him, alright? Teddy, Phase 2 Barbershop. Alright, y'all ready to get started? Last week, we had a couple things pop up within the last podcast. And we got enough feedback, especially Corey C. Corey C got some feedback on some things that he said. I don't know if he want to retract, if he want to double down. What he was talking about last week was about women wearing tight clothes when that man isn't around, or is it okay to wear tight clothes to work? And like I said, he got a little feedback. I'll let you jump right into that, Corey. What happened?
Okay, to summarize, young lady told me, she said that she wear things for her. She dresses how she feels, this, that, and the third. I mean, there's a lot of girls that feel the same way, but I think that the way she went about it, from explaining herself, like let's say a lot of women are misunderstood, so guys don't know everything about why girls do the things that they do, whether we're wrong, right, or it's our opinion. But for a black women are misunderstood as far as having attitudes and this and that. So when you do have an opportunity to educate somebody, I think you should educate them and not have an attitude about it. You can get your point across and say, hey, well, I understand that you feel this type of way or whatever, but me personally, this is why I dress the way I dress, because you can't speak for every black woman. Because there's some black women said that was too much. Some women agreed. So you can't really generalize women. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, oh, we all was offended. No, you were offended. So speak your piece.
Well, it seemed like a couple were offended. Some were offended, some were with you. I mean, some were with you, some.
Whether you were offended or not, don't go along with the angry black woman. You can get your point across without being angry.
I don't think they were angry.
If you see her post, that was more so like, oh, who are you to tell me? Those are angry words. So you can say, well, Corey, see, me, you can explain yourself without using those kind of words. You get what I'm saying? And not like I said, I think you curse what you hope. I can see if I said that, but if I'm just saying, I think that just that and third. That's my opinion, right?
And that was her opinion too, how she felt.
Right.
How she felt, how she took what she said.
The way she went about it, every girl said she sounded angry, which I agree.
Not every girl.
Every girl that...
I just told you, some people agree with her.
When I say every girl, I mean every girl that commented on the...
That's not true.
What you mean? I heard one person agree with her. One woman agreed.
That's what you saw.
That's what I saw. I mean, it sounds like you have a...
I got a horse in the bone.
You agree with the...
I like women to be free and do what makes them happy.
I never said don't be free and don't do what makes you happy. But I said you have to respect the boundaries of your relationship. Point blank, period. It's not about being free. It's respecting your man, respecting yourself.
But I'm saying, if she's respecting herself, don't you get the same respect? Like she's feeling respect in herself. So you should respect her for being who she is. Because you've been with her because of who she is, not because of how she dressed, right?
Being with somebody, especially if you go somebody for a long period of time, you've already expressed what you like, what you don't like. You've already expressed, I don't like doing this too. I like, women that wear this kind of stuff, too revealing, whatever. And I think those terms are, some men, I ain't gonna lie, some men they do too much. They want you to wear nothing revealing. I'm not that kind of man, but at the same time, wearing certain things to work is a little different. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different. You go there every day, going out to, you want to dress sexy, going out somewhere, whatever. That's fine. But going to work, wearing certain skin stuff is a little different.
I think it's a little bit more when your job allows you to be comfortable in the workplace, and if you're doing that, depending on the kind of work that you have, if they're allowing you to be comfortable, and she wears something that is comfortable to her, who are you to say that that's inappropriate?
I'm her man.
Okay, but she's telling you, listen, okay, I appreciate that.
Right.
Like she's telling you, I appreciate that, but this is how I'm comfortable going to work.
Said, who you? I'm her man.
Okay, but if she agree or disagree, you can't. You're not her father telling her she can and cannot wear this.
So let's say if you're a woman say, I don't like you talking to other women because it makes me feel uncomfortable. Is that cool?
Well, that's subjective. That depends on if you.
That's my question.
That depends on how you react to it. If that's something you are okay with, and that's something she allows or doesn't allow, that's on you. Right? In my opinion, if it bothers her to the point where you like, listen, I don't know if I could continue this relationship. If you want to continue to have these friendships with these women, then that's up to you to be like, all right, either I'm gonna continue these friendships with these women or I'm not.
So you don't think there's a fine line between voicing your opinion about being uncomfortable about what she's wearing or just having a flat out attitude? I think there's a fine line. I don't have attitude, but I would say I'm not comfortable with you wearing that to work.
But okay, you not being comfortable with that change if she's like, okay, I respect you not being comfortable, but I'm comfortable in it, and I'm going to go to work like this.
After you said that, that's on you. I always say I'm uncomfortable with it. You still say you want to wear it. So now when you have a problem with something that you're uncomfortable with,
it's not like a tip for
it's not a tip for tat, but there's still a line drawn for respect where you know that I'm uncomfortable and you still choose to wear it. Fine, I'm not going to make an argument about it, but now to every action there's a reaction. I can't wholeheartedly say, oh, well, she's uncomfortable, I'm not going to do it because she's uncomfortable. Obviously, that doesn't matter. You lay the dynamic down. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
What do you think, Green?
I agree with that. To an extent. To an extent, I agree with that. But at the end of the day, you still have to let a woman be a woman and be comfortable in her own skin.
Right.
Yeah. Straight up and down. Let a man do it.
I just realized Green didn't really say much in that segment.
I mean, she said she going to work, so what if she wore that?
Where was Green all that time?
Work related. That big as you?
So would you be more comfortable?
What you think Green was doing all that time?
With you around? Is that the...
I'm saying I'm not a person who's gonna sit here and go crazy about what my woman is wearing every day. Like I said, you know that I don't like you going too crazy. Just I'm an old fashioned kind of dude, so I don't going out in booty shorts. Which I'm not saying that happens, but I'm saying.
Well, hold on, let me ask you a question. Not to cut you off.
Booty shorts?
No. I know what booty shorts is, but. Had you seen a woman walk around in that type of attire that you haven't looked at and was like, that's an interesting outfit that young lady had? So you look at it, but when it's your woman that has that attire on, it's a problem.
When you see a girl wearing booty shirts as the ass and just swallowing and provocative clothes, the first thought is I want to fuck her.
Yes, he said that.
These are the views of Corey.
That's exactly what he said too.
I can't talk about the men, but I'm just saying, I'm not saying that. That's initial reaction of saying, "Damn, I wanna." You start undressing her with your eyes now because that's all you see her as a sex object. She could be smart as hell. She could be funny, whatever. But when let's say y'all go out on a date, the whole time a man was like, "Damn, I'm gonna try to be funny, just so I'm trying to get her in bed," because that's all you visualize when you see her is ass, is titties, is how to that's all you see when you.
We gotta fix that. I don't want to say that's a millennial. I don't even know where that came from. No. I said I don't want to say that. That's what it is. I just don't know where that came from. Where we sexualize women so much.
But we're a man.
Yeah, but where did that come from though?
So you telling me that?
I'm asking. No, I don't have the answer.
That's in our DNA.
Is it? Is that what we were taught? Is that what we're trained?
I'm just saying, when you see, if you're attracted to ass and thighs, and you see that advertised to you, what are your first thoughts as a man?
Let me ask you a question. You've seen women like the Indian women that have the hijab on and they cover up everything.
Right.
You can't sit there and tell me that you haven't seen a woman like she's attractive, even though she's fully covered.
Right.
So is it it's not all about the flaunting of the body, because you've seen attractive women in a full hijab.
You're making my point. You can see an attractive woman who's fully dressed and say, damn, she's an attractive woman.
Yeah, but now you're pretty much saying that if a woman is showing her body, that makes you want to. You say, I want to freak that.
I want to rape that.
I didn't say rape. You say you looking at it like that. I want to freak that.
Yes.
But then the woman that's fully dressed, you still like, damn, I want to freak that.
Not really, because you talking to the views of me. It's like you're trying to catch me in something. I'm saying that when you see a beautiful woman, all you see is her face, and you're like, damn, she's pretty. Now you can wonder what her body looks like. But when you see ass,
but my thing is, why
it's advertised to you because it's advertised.
But why do we see, well, not we, why when men see a woman, it's like, how can I, now mind you, I'm just asking a question, I don't know the answer to this, but why is it we see a woman, it's like we want to have a sexual relationship with her instead of just move on with the woman, like get to know the woman.
Alright, I'm going to stop right there. Because I definitely want you to jump back into that episode. That's episode 2, supporting black business. Yeah, we definitely the topic was our goal on that episode was supporting black business, and we was talking a lot more relationships. There's a lot behind the scenes, but I ain't gonna tell you what. I ain't gonna let y'all all the way behind the curtain, but it was definitely some stuff behind the scenes on that episode which sparked that to begin with. But how do you feel? Who do you think was right or wrong or indifferent on that one? I'm curious to hear you guys' input on this. So definitely reach out to us on social media, on our Facebook or Instagram, or check that episode out again. Definitely, like I say, that's on all platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, um, Google Play. What else? If I forgot something, I'll probably say it again later. YouTube, but check it out. Hear the whole episode. That's episode 2. Supporting black business, and that was just a snippet of what was going on. The next thing we're gonna get into is one of my favorites was Happy Father's Day, the Happy Father's Day episode, the special edition, and let y'all behind the curtains on this one. This was an episode we did back to back. So this was like after midnight. We had already did an episode. It was like, listen, we want to do something special. So we did another episode. I don't know if you probably heard us yawning, or a couple of us was yawning. But this, we was trying to, we want this to show support and shout out the fathers. So this is another episode that one of my faves. Check it out. And of course, there's still a little lag in between. I don't know. That's how I usually have these guys. I gotta stop. Matter of fact, I'm gonna hit it before I say check it out. And I know it's already playing. Here we go.
Without feeling the effects of it. So I don't see how somebody can go weeks, months, years without talking to seeing the children. I think that's a problem for me. So I think when I look back, like my biological father wasn't present all the time for a certain period of time. When you have your own child and you feel that love that you have for your children, you think, like, damn, how could my dad not be there for me like that? And it kind of makes you feel a little different. And I'm not going to say that, oh yeah, I don't need my dad around, whatever, this and that. But you learn to live without.
It's unfortunate, but
I don't think nobody ever can say, oh, I don't need him. You do need it. You do need that. There's a connection with your children that you don't know we have. That we don't know we have a spiritual connection. And when you have a stepfather or whatever, it'll never be that biological connection that you have with your parent. And I think we just learn to live without it. I think something we missing when we don't have it, whether we know it or not.
I agree. And one last thing I'm gonna say, as far as lessons I learned, like I say, my dad is definitely a little different. So I learned a lot of things from him, of stuff that I didn't like. Now, mind you, I was a kid, and some things, as a kid, you're like, man, when I become a dad, I'm not doing that. So there's a lot of things that I took from my dad that I didn't like, that I implement heavily with my kids now. So I still take that as a lesson. Like, it might have bothered me as a kid, but I make sure I don't carry those same things with my kids now. So, anything else for we? I got a question for you boys, unless y'all got something else on those lessons. Y'all good? All right. So, since being a father, has fatherhood changed y'all? And if so, how?
I like how Corey C tried to push that thing to green first. That's funny to me.
Alright, to me being a father, I'm probably no caring about much.
Come on, Green, you gotta talk up, bro. They can't hear you.
But after my first daughter, we spoke of, I noticed myself growing up.
There you go.
I noticed me being more patient, being more
Well, that ain't you. That's technical difficulties. My fault. Let me see if we can fix that. Hold on. Let me see. We're gonna move on a little bit and see if that'll help things a little bit for me. It's probably gonna be. We're supposed to be getting better each episode. I don't know. This might be probably one of the worst episodes.
Because they're a role model. I want them to be like, okay, I want to be like my dad when I grow up.
Well, let me ask you a question. If you ask your children a question as far as like, what's the main thing you want to leave behind for your kids as far as like advice? Like, what would be like the type of influence you want to leave on your kids?
What do you mean? Like as far as like advice or what they remember, a lesson.
Yeah, if you die tomorrow, how much want your kids to remember?
I hope I don't die tomorrow.
Man, that's tough. I guess, because you asked me on the top of my head, I'd say I just want them to know that I loved them and I was there with them. Like, it wasn't
something you
Yes, I didn't understand this question.
okay. For me, my boys always say, I'm telling you, listen, control your emotions. Because I feel like your emotions, how you deal with people, can take you far.
Now I said emotions in the middle when we was talking, but it's actually he caught me off guard. It's usually attitude. That's my thing. I usually tell him about the attitude. I say attitude is what gets you far. Emotion too, but definitely attitude is how you treat people with your attitude could definitely be a game changer. But I think at the time he asked me, I think I said emotions, but that's definitely a big thing too. But being that I'm, it's just me, I can clarify some of the things that I definitely know I messed up on. So let's continue. And of course, now when I hit the button again, it's not. Gotta let it load up again.
Far or drop you right down the curve. Like if you go off on somebody, then nobody don't really want to work with you right after that. But if you can control it, if somebody, no matter
Control
how
your
other people
attitude.
treat you,
Yeah, control
if you
your
control
attitude.
your emotions, I feel like that.
I'm meaning to say attitude.
Than, you going crazy on people. That's just how I look at it. I might whether right or wrong.
Whether right or
That's how I
wrong.
look at it. So,
That's how I look at it.
That's a good point. Control your emotions. Not really sure.
Green, you gotta talk louder, brother. Can't hear you.
Financial planning for the future. To get that head start while you're young, so you get in your 20s, you can more so set up for, own properties and getting your house at an early age and enjoying your 30s instead of still working hard in your 30s.
I feel like that's us though. Like I feel like that's what we're working on right now. But you gotta educate yourself in order to teach them.
I want to teach him at 5 and 6, so he can try to, he can try to create stuff. When he's 9, 10, I look at, I created this, I did this. I want to try to sell this. I want to implant that entrepreneurial spirit. And at a young age, it didn't get to me until in my 20s. So if I can get to him when he's 8, 9 years old, I think that'll manifest into something great.
That's dope. That's dope.
I said I didn't know because to me, I see that like especially right how we're living right now. Credit is so important.
Right.
Credit is so important. And if you don't have it, it's like so crippling to your everything. It's to the point where jobs are running your credit score right now before you can get a job. Like what does my credit score have to do with my work ethic?
That's the way I call it.
So that's why I was like, I'm not really sure. I would want to build credit, but I would also want to I would want them to remember me as a family man who took care of them, who provided for them, and would go to the end of the earth to make sure that they were straight.
Yeah. Which leads to my next question. Do you think, would you prefer to be financially stable for your family but not see them, or would you prefer to be in the household but not really bringing in any income, but you're still there every day? Which one would which one do you think is the
That question actually relates to me tremendously because when I was working for the company I was working for, prior to where I am now, that's what it was. It was all work. I never really saw that. And some days I would have to work from 9 in the morning to 12 o'clock at night. So by the time I get home, kids sleep, wife is very like so I'm not with my phone. But yeah.
What was that?
I mean, you great, you good.
Yeah, what was that? I still don't remember what that was.
He's working nights till midnight.
Yeah, so I had to, after you put in your time like that for a company and then you just come to and let you off. Like no explanation, this ain't worry about your family. For who you gotta feed tomorrow, they don't care about anything.
So do you think providing for your family is more important to me than being there, or being there more important than providing?
That's tough though.
I want to make sure I have the direct question.
But that's still tough though, because you gotta provide. You gotta provide though.
You have to provide, true. But if you're not there to guide them, then what you provide don't really matter because they're gonna be what you're providing tells you if you're not guiding them properly, they're growing up wild. So
I get you gotta
have a good balance of both.
Well, I'm not talking about that. My point is to say what's more important. So
how can you say? But I think they both go hand in hand. I don't know. I don't know.
But that's my point. That's my whole point. My whole point is a lot of time the father is basically valued by what he brings to the table, and not just him personally. Like a lot of time, if the father isn't financially providing, then society deems him as less than a man. He's not a man if he's not providing.
So what do y'all think? Does society define a man by his finances? I don't know. I think that's definitely a subjective situation. But I'm gonna stop right there. That was episode. What was that episode? Oh, I'm sorry. That was the Father's Day episode. So check that out on all platforms. Happy Father's Day special edition. Like I said, on all platforms. iHeartRadio, Google Play, SoundCloud, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, YouTube, and what am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting one. I always forget one. Oh, Spotify. Yeah, Spotify. All right. So the next one that we got, the next snippet that we got on the docket is. Woo-wee. This was interesting. This one was interesting because Controversy was not really feeling. Controversy does not like the phrase "happy wife, happy life." I don't know how I got it queued. Oh, I know how I got it queued. This was "Happy Wife, Happy Life," and we were bringing in that's Lil Duval and Charlemagne. Black Men Don't Cheat. This definitely sparked up some for everybody. So check this out and tell us what you think. Come on. Oh, that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. Black men don't cheat. Yep. Ooh. Sounds horrible. Oh my goodness. Woo. I have to turn that down. Yeah, the way that sounded, I hope it sounded better for y'all the first time. But check it out again. That might sound better. Check this out though.
No, man, it's gonna be the summer anthem for the summer, bro. I promise you, this song right here.
Yeah, man, yeah, playing basketball. Where you on that court?
I say, welcome to the channel Black Podcast.
What?
Welcome to the channel Black Podcast. We got Irv in the house. We got L Green in the house. We got Corey C in the house. Proud members of the Black Men Don't Cheat community. Woo! National, I think it was the 12th? June 12th was National Black Men Don't Cheat Day. Man, that was fire. I like that song though. That's a good song. I'm glad they recognizing us finally, because you know we've been betrayed pretty badly, but now everybody know that Black men don't cheat. All right. What you think about that song, Corey C? That's your first time hearing it? What you think?
I don't think y'all want to know what I think.
Well, that's why I asked. Whoa!
He said he think it's BS. That's crazy.
You about to get evicted. You about to get evicted from the community. What happened?
I mean, being honest, right?
Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead, talk to me.
I think it can create a positive vibe for Black men to not cheat and to create a narrative, to help create a narrative that Black men don't cheat. So that being said, guys still they're doing it, you know. So I ain't gonna sit here and lie, but I think the movement.
Well, you saying guys in general, or all guys, or this one guy who's not in the community?
I'm talking about just random guys.
Whoa!
Random guys. Random guys. Yeah, man, came on that, man.
Who will? Never we.
You say random?
Yes, man.
You speak French?
Like, man, you just listen. Lil Duval don't lie.
Lil Duval.
Lil Duval
Like I
don't
said,
lie.
man, I like this. I like the song for what I think it can do. You know, but let's be real.
Nah, yeah, all right, listen. Listen, you take the song how you take it. I'll take it.
The women are the bullshit too.
No, women, well, I don't know. I can't speak for women. I just haven't asked anybody yet.
Ask them.
But I
Give
think,
us some feedback, man. What's up, man?
yeah, ladies, let us know what you think.
She right now.
Whoa. Only thing I may cheat on is this kickball.
I know we are. All right, I'm not
Cheating on you to help you in that. I will pick straight up.
Oh man, that's dope. That's crazy. But look, listen, when I heard that song, that was crazy. Hold on, say what?
You cheat, you take a L, what you call it? I ain't started.
That's fake.
Bro, I ain't never take no L in a kick. All right, hold on, one time. That's one time. I had to retract. I've only lost one time in our kickball games.
Ooh.
And our kickball games are legit.
Your last year didn't count because I wasn't there, so you can't even claim that bitch.
Bro, hold on, you listen. It was epic.
All right,
Can't even claim that bitch.
What you mean? They never exactly.
Nah, that's man, black man don't cheat. That's the movement, man. That's what it was. Like my boy say, what was it, 13 to 12?
12. Yeah, 12.
12th of June. Black man don't cheat. National holiday. National. Hold it down, black man. Keep doing your thing.
Keep it up, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all making us look good. Keep it up. All right. So, Corey's even itching to get in the relationship channel for a minute. Hold on, before I forget. Again, we appreciate everybody for listening today. We appreciate everybody who listened before. I said it once, I'm gonna say it again. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we got a podcast, and it's called the Channel Black Podcast. We definitely want to hear your feedback, whether it be on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or email. We want to hear from you, and we want to, hear what y'all think. Whether you like it, love it, or indifferent, we want to hear what y'all got to say. All right. Whether on Facebook, it's Channel Black. On Instagram, it's the Channel Black Podcast. On Twitter, it's @_podcast. And our email is the Channel Black Podcast @yahoo.com. And again, y'all see us and hear us on YouTube, the Channel Black Podcast. So go ahead, Corey. I'm sorry.
All right, for one, the term happy wife, happy life, I think that term should be thrown in the garbage and should not be used anymore.
Corey controversy coming with the heat.
At the beginning.
Coming with the heat from top.
Mind you, so that being said, I think the term should be happy spouse, happy house.
Ain't that what I sent you?
No, that's.
I sent you that.
What's it do?
I sent you that.
But I already told you guys this stuff.
I sent you that though. That's good.
But that was something I already had made before you said that. That was just. I think that should be returned because from my knowledge, if the wife the only person that's happy in the house, how can it be a happy house? So to make her happy, you're kind of losing yourself, and along the way. So let's say she, whatever it is, if she wants to do something and you don't like to do it, you're kind of like, you always busy to make her happy. So to make somebody else happy at your own expense, it's not healthy. So the term happy spouse, happy house should be a mutual thing.
That could be why me and that.
I always say that. Always the women outliving the man. I'm dead ass shit. The man that's wild. Because what happy a wife, happy life, the man died. They should get all this damn money. So that's on. I guess I'm getting the vibe like that.
But what do you think that even came from? Like, are we not here to satisfy the wife or significant other?
No, we're here to find an equal partner. But I think that term came.
Aren't you trying to make her happy though?
She should be trying to make you happy too.
But isn't that what you're doing? Like, okay, happy wife, happy life, right? Aren't you happy making her happy? I'm asking. I'm not saying I agree with this.
How deep you trying to go into happy wife, happy life? Like I said before, if she wants to do something that you don't like to do, and you always have to do things that she likes to do, but you don't, how can you be happy?
Don't you get reciprocated?
Don't you make somebody happy if you're not happy?
But don't you get reciprocated if she does it?
What's that?
I'm saying, don't you?
What reciprocated?
I'm saying if you continue to make her happy, doesn't she in turn make you happy?
Well, she doesn't make me happy.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Isn't it reciprocated?
I think that goes person to person. Like let's say if you have a woman she's into opera, you hate opera. Like I go to opera. You're miserable when she's happy. Let's say it's
give and take, though. No.
If the term happy wife, happy life, there's no give and take. Where to give? If the wife
That's
is
a special situation.
No, it's not. You
gotta give me more than that.
You just said give and take. Happy wife, happy life is only saying keep the wife happy. It has nothing to do with the man.
I think that's a general term. I don't think they mean it.
How can you make somebody else happy if you're not happy?
I think you're looking too hard into it. What do you think, Green? I feel like I want to leave you out there.
Happy wife, happy life.
You agree with that?
To an extent. To an extent, no, but for real, you as a man, I think that's what it comes from. You wanting to make sure that your woman is protected, happy. I mean, if she's not happy, it's definitely not gonna make you happy because there's always gonna be an argument. So I say balance. What's wrong with balance? Why does it necessarily have to be?
Well, okay, that's my point. The term happy wife, happy life doesn't signify balance. It signifies that you do what you gotta do to keep
But it
the wife happy. How?
Because if she's happy when you come home from work, you gotta hear that shit. She's happy.
But not even that. Like, I feel like if you keeping her happy,
Right?
in turn, isn't she gonna keep you happy?
That's my point. You come home from
I
work.
get what you guys are saying, but that's basically saying that you have to give something first.
No, what do you mean? Yeah, but it's just saying if she's happy, if you keep her happy, in turn, she's gonna keep you happy. No?
That's her lavishing off what you're doing to her.
How? Why does it have to be lavish? Like, if she's happy, does it take lavishness to keep her happy? Maybe we spoke about that, I think, before in another podcast, where it could be just companionship or communication that makes her happy.
So why should the term happy spouse, happy house that should be the term?
I mean, started. Maybe generally, yeah.
Black started.
If this the first time you heard it, we made it up.
I'm just
If you heard it from somebody else, they probably said it first.
The term is biased. The term is more so. I can't sit here and say,
Okay, so that's the one double standard that they get.
right.
You want to look at it now.
Okay,
But we get all the other ones, so why not give them that?
We have a lot. We have all of them.
Man, we have
A
that.
woman can wear men's clothes. We said,
I can't believe he said that either.
You know,
Don't tell me you want to wear women's
That's what it
clothes.
sounds like.
That was crazy.
no.
That was crazy. That was crazy. You heard it, I heard it. He said women can wear men's clothes. So what did that make you think? That he want to wear women's clothes, no?
You like a ringleader person? No, what I'm saying is a woman can wear men's clothes.
That's a bad.
Not a bad example. If a man wears women's clothes, what the hell is he doing?
But why would a man want to wear women? Because
See,
my wife, listen, my wife wears my clothes all the time,
right?
Because she knows how comfortable they are. Do
I'm
you want to wear her panties? Alright, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's not. But that's what I'm saying. If she wear my white beater or my t-shirt or my boxers, and she be like, it's comfortable. I get it.
What I'm saying is,
You don't want to wear her panties or
if a man
her
went out in a sundress,
What
I'm
the
not
fuck?
saying I condone this, but also, if a man went out in a sundress, we're like, this dude gay, he this, that. If a girl went out in gym shorts and
That's
tank
different,
top,
though.
I'm just saying, like, this listen though, she's going to gym shorts, tank top, Nike slides, whatever. She want to be comfortable.
What's wrong with that? Yeah, but a lot of times women say when they wear some like the panties and the bra, that's not. Some of them say that's not comfortable. So I'm just telling you, that's not comfortable. So why would we walk around talking about I want to wear that. I want to wear what she got on. That's not comfortable.
You know, a lot of times the man is bigger than the woman. So, if you want to be wearing her clothes, like you're snuggle.
I mean, this see, if you want double standard, I don't feel that's a double standard.
I'm not saying for anybody in this room, but what I'm saying is, let's say if a guy wants to wear women's clothes.
Well, you need a better example, man.
I had to go extreme to let you know what I'm talking about. That's why I went to that example, and that's one of the double standard. Women can cross dress and it won't be looked at as bad. But if a man cross dress, they gotta say something. A woman can stay home and not work. That's normal, right? A man stay home and not work. The society rules him as less than a man or a deadbeat or whatever. Tell me I'm lying.
I don't say you're lying, but it's subjective.
A man stay home and do all that. That's a double standard. A man stay home and did the laundry, he cooked, he cleaned, take care of the kids. Society say, oh, she's not a man.
You can let men do that and still work though.
Yeah, but society still that's you don't work and you stay home and take care of the kids and whatever and you cook, clean.
I disagree once because I think it's a new generation. It's a different generation.
And you can be a house husband and still, be a man.
I'm not saying that's something I want.
I'm just speaking on society.
It's a different era that we're raising in right now too, though, because like that's acceptable in some situations for the man too. But like when I was younger, coming up, we always saw the man do more as far as going out to work or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that the wife has to stay home and that's her job. I'm not saying anything to that nature. I'm just saying that's what we saw coming up more, that it usually worked out that way. But now, this day and age, actually, I feel like both people in the house should be doing something because, I mean, with one income in this America, you probably ain't gonna make it.
Well, South Florida.
America, period, bro.
I feel like if you're black and you want one of y'all working, that's a waste to y'all can get another check, saving up some more money, trying to, buy some stuff at home. So that's just my opinion.
All right. We're gonna stop that right there. On that episode right there, that's episode 3. Happy wife, happy life. And we're not gonna go through every episode, but we're gonna go through a couple more. Happy wife, happy life. What do y'all think? Does the phrase need to be changed, like controversy said, or is happy wife, happy life accurate? I mean, this Herb talking, and I feel like if you're pleasing your spouse or significant other, then I think it should be reciprocated. I think if both parties of the relationship is putting forth 100%, then you'll be getting back 100%. So what's the problem? I don't see it. But like I say, that's not for me to to decide. That I want to hear you guys' opinion on that. All right. Next thing we're gonna get into is matter of fact, like I said, that's episode. That's the Happy Wife episode, episode 3. Check that out on all platforms. That's YouTube, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, Stitcher, and Spotify. Oh, Spotify, I think I said that already. Whichever one I didn't say. You know which one it is. Oh, YouTube. Check it out. And tell a friend that we got a podcast. It's called the Channel Black Podcast. But I got more. Alright. So next thing is we went into episode 5. This is a cool episode where we talked about Dr. Sebi and Nipsey Hussle. And what's really special is, I don't know if y'all know, well, for those who listen to the first few episodes, we tried to always talk about Nipsey Hussle because the reason we started doing this podcast is because when the untimely death or killing of Nipsey Hussle, it was definitely something where we all took it to heart and was like, you know what, man, we want to, not say we want to be like him, but he definitely motivated us to want to do more. Not just for us, but for our community as well. So this was one of those ways we felt like we could get our voice heard, and at the same time do some powerful, positive things in our community, whether it be volunteering and different things, or promoting black businesses and different facets, or even starting our own businesses amongst each other. So this definitely was a special episode to try to highlight some of the reasons we all like Nipsey Hussle, and also talked about Dr. Sebi because we all follow him. Some people agree with some of the things he did. Some people don't. Some people feel like he was opportunistic in some of the things. But I don't know. I like to say the following that I've learned from him. I like and some of the things I implement currently. So check out this new episode and tell us what you think. All right. I'm not gonna stop talking until I hear this thing. Oh, there we go.
Using all our money to buy these medicines that kind of make us worse or whatever like that. So I feel like Nipsey Hussle was also assassinated because he was like kind of going to disrupt the pharmaceutical business. So if you could really heal yourself by changing to a plant-based diet, then what you need medicine for? So doctors go out of business, pharmacies go out of business. There's no more Walgreens. There's no more CVS. So I feel like the government just don't want that to happen. So what's the conclusion? Oh, let's just take them out. And that's crazy. So I mean, it just lets you know that America's a business. It ain't no free land or free. That's the perception, but that's not what it is. And it's a shame that a man who had a beautiful family, wife, children, legacy. Yeah, well, Nipsey had multiple. Nipsey. I thought you were talking about that. No. Dr. Sebi had multiple wives. I'm talking about Nipsey first. Then we'll talk about Dr. Sebi because but Nipsey, this man had a family, and it's so many other branches that connected Nipsey as far as why he was killed, who they used to kill him. It's like they always use one of us to kill one of us, which is crazy, and that's the part that really frustrates me because remember when we talk about Willie Lynch, you can't even trust your own brothers. The distrust they put in us, they use jealousy, envy to take out your brother. Like this man was doing something with his life before he killed. Dr. Sebi was Sebi. I'm sorry, nobody can really know pronounce his name. Sebi. Well, you call him Dr. Sebi, I call him Alfredo Bowden. Well, that's his real name. Yes, I mean, because he said from his words, that's the name they gave. Yeah, well, so he was he didn't really he didn't call himself a doctor. I think that was the title that they gave him because he wasn't practicing medical medicine. He wasn't. He was giving you natural remedies, and that's why he felt like I'm not a doctor, but if you want to, I'm healing people because of the herbs and the different techniques that he was using, all natural stuff, nothing medical by any means. And all a doctor is a qualified practitioner of medicine and physician.
As I'm hearing that back, I don't know. I sound confusing myself.
He wasn't doing any of that. He was just doing all natural herbs, which were healing people, and people didn't like that. People or the government. Okay, say the government didn't like that because, like you said, it was just disrupting the finances. That's a $1 trillion corporation right there. Like that's exactly. Yeah, you mess with these guys missing $1 billion checks because what this man can do. They're gonna stop that.
That's another $1 billion check because you can go eat a mango or pineapple and feel better. No, it ain't gonna happen that way. They need that check in regulation.
Well, that's how you know everything that we need is here on this earth already. That's true. But I would say this too because we talking about Dr. Sebi. Was it 1987 when he had that HIV trial that he beat? That's unheard of. And he represented himself. That's unheard of. He represented himself and won. And I think in the trial he had to prove his accusations, as they would say. And they asked, I believe I want to say it was 7 or 9 people. And I think he ended up bringing triple of that to prove that that his methods work. Yeah. And that's crazy that that's how you gotta get off. It ain't just like, listen, I'm doing something good, but now I gotta prove it to you. So why was that such a crime? Think about it. Let's say you got a brother that's sick or whatever, and you just take care of him. Well, they called it a crime because they were saying that he was practicing medicine without a license. But he wasn't practicing medicine. That was his thing. He was practicing naturalism. He was herbalism. Herbalism. Yeah. So herbalist. That's what I'm saying. Like, what was the crime of that? People didn't like it because stopping the money. Exactly. Well, I'm asking rhetorical questions because it's crazy.
Taking money from big medicine.
That's crazy. That's it.
need that.
That's crazy.
We need this money. Big medicine. We can't survive without it.
But
But
they also
people can.
just so
They don't want you to know. They don't. These are the hidden secrets they don't want you to know. And which is why he had a real powerful quote, which was my apologies.
If it don't come from the earth, it ain't meant for your body.
so we're carbon based people. So,
I got you, Greg.
I appreciate it.
I got you. Another thing too that I liked about Dr. Sebi was or as I like to call him, Alfredo Pop. He was saying like, okay, if your mangoes don't grow in every region, apples don't grow everywhere, like all fruits don't grow in everywhere. So certain regions is meant for certain things. Your body, where you're born, the food that's there is meant for you. Like if you're born in Honduras, the food in Honduras is meant for you. If you're born in Saudi Arabia, the food that's grown in that area is meant for you. You can't take.
But when you stole it from Africa, how do you know what?
Before I even go that far, though, you can't take some food that's grown in Saudi Arabia and take it to a different country and expect that to grow the same way. That's not how that works. Like it's different soil, it's for different stuff, and at different times of the year, this stuff grows. So if you take these seeds, let's say people, and put them in a different place and expect them to thrive off the food that you're giving them, that's not how that's supposed to work.
But I do say that black people are the original people on this earth. So I feel like we can adapt anywhere.
Look at our statistics of how our bodies are reacting to some of this food.
It's in the cold, though.
But I don't know if is it the foods or is it what they're putting in the food?
No, it's the food. We're not supposed to be eating these. I think we're mutating, honestly.
Mutating.
Yeah, I would say we're mutating.
X-Men?
No, okay, that's why I say we're mutating. The kids some of the kids are coming out, not to be rude, but they're coming out with all these conditions and
kids. It's not just kids.
I'm saying they're coming out with malfunctions and dysfunctional type of physical, mental, whatever it is. But the more time goes on, the worse these things are getting. So it's more autistic kids, and more kids like Down syndrome. The food, vaccines, everything that plays into it. But back then it wasn't that much of that going on.
See, was it not that much, or was it reported as much? It seems like we have more people now. Not saying that you're wrong. I'm just trying to look at it from all angles.
That's one way to look at it. But when I said that we can adapt anywhere, I read somewhere where it said, we all have signs. Like we're children of the sun. White people are children of like the cold or something like that. I don't know what words. Why do you think? I think that because you ever see white people they jogging when it's cold with no shirt on. It's nothing but us.
They just different.
I think that's where they're natural. They're naturally drawn to the cold. They love the cold. We don't.
That's you generalizing. But
I read it's like our sign is the sun, their sign is like the winter, and it's like it's different seasons.
What I say is I was taught that we definitely were made to endure heat.
Right.
Our noses are made the way it is, so we can take in the air.
Right.
Versus the Caucasians, they take in
the white man
cold. They take in the cold a little differently than we do. So.
Hey, but before we go ahead and say, the quote I was looking for, I said it was me, Greg, all honkies. Yes, sir, I said it. But the quote I was looking for from Dr.
Was that the first honky?
A society.
I wonder if that was the first honky we got up.
But a society that keeps cures a secret so they can continue to sell medication for huge profits is not a real society, but a huge mental asylum.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's a deep ass quote.
That's some out.
That's stuff that'll get you killed.
That goes back to the beginning of what we were talking about of why this man was killed for healing people with herbalism. My apologies, when they were trying to say it was medication, he was practicing medicine when it wasn't as such. And then he probably didn't even have to tell us if we pick up a book and read.
I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there. So it seemed like we talked more so about Dr. Sebi, which you definitely got to check out. Dr. Sebi, the episode Dr. Sebi and Nipsey Hussle, episode 5, so you can hear the whole thing and hear what all we talked about on that episode. All right. For all those who follow Dr. Sebi, I'm sure anything we just said hopefully was accurate. If it wasn't, my apologies, man. A lot of stuff we be going off the hip, and most of this is truly our opinion, and some of the stuff I'll say is either either 100% opinion and hella wrong, or 100% facts and sound like opinion, or these are just our views. Don't chastise us. No judgment. All right. So the next thing we got is oh yeah, like I said, check out Dr. Sebi and Nipsey Hussle, episode 5, on all platforms. All right. The next thing we're gonna get into is, I don't know. We went all over the board. Like if you listen to any of our episodes, we start here and end up somewhere else. And we be like, how did we get here? Well, this next episode is definitely one of those places where we like, how did we get here? We started off talking about Killer Mike, and then it took a turn. I don't even know how it took a turn, so check this out.
When you take your thumb and I ran off on the bottom twice. You look at that. Yeah, that's the fuck. Yeah, the thumb. You don't go too far, but you kind of just you kind of.
I don't know where this came from.
Yeah, one. That's different. Specify who you were talking about. You just was asking if a dude did that with that. I just went straight. Yeah, so I ain't switch it up. So you feel me? Oh, well, I hope y'all give us 30 minutes. Then I record like blood. That's how I take it, record. The way that switch, I said, yeah, God call it plugging when you got your girl. So I thought they call it shit pagan. I thought we call it plugging. I thought they call it pagan. That's why I thought it was with fingers.
Well, I don't know. I was saying that I know it would be the hand plug.
Yeah, but what got me was a deal. Okay, so is it gay that they used to deal with them? Because being that it's a form of a dick, like is it a gay who? Like for a guy to be, getting the hit from a dildo. I think that part is gay. Hold on, if a woman is hitting the dude with a dildo, yeah, I think that's gay. Yeah, that's gay. It's a dick. That's a That's a ding-a-ling. That's a ding-a-ling, though, bro.
It's an extension of her hand.
No,
the same thing she was using the finger to open your hands up. She was using your finger to open your hands up.
I mean, like I said, that shit ain't for me. Never will be. But I mean, I would like to kind of like get rid of that. Everything a guy do that just ain't involved with him, whatever it's gay. Like for the most part, if you're doing something with a woman, it's not gay. If you're doing something with a woman, it's not gay. Now, I think it makes you nasty.
I mean, but what you mean? Hold on, like what Green said earlier, though. What you do on your own, behind closed doors, that's them. That's them. So why you saying that? I'm saying that. But if that's what they doing, then
they something about. Okay, it's a lot of women use that as weapons, right? Like they're like, it ain't gay, I'm doing it. And then as soon as you get them mad, dick in the booty ass nigga, and they just gay you out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If a woman say that if she putting you on there like that, then yeah, she trying to make it seem like it was.
Right, but they'll sit there and expose you. Right, but they'll sit there and tell you it ain't gay, or I want to make you feel good, this and that. That's what I'm saying. You know what you're doing, but you gotta know what you do. Like what you don't like. But I'm just saying, when you got some shit you want to do, weapon. You was with that weapon. Like this. Ain't gonna be a weapon if you don't like that shit. It's only gonna be a weapon if you like it. Well, I'm just saying, let's say you tried it once, you let her do it once or whatever. It's a weapon. You tried it. You like it.
And she bring it back up now and be like, you like it when I do it.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You can't say shit wrong to her. I tell you what I did. You know what I'm saying?
I tried it.
Huh?
I'm saying that's what you said. I tried it.
I mean, if you were mad and you secure, I said that's what you want me to do. Why be ashamed of what you want me to do? This ain't no shit I'm interested in.
Look at this. You tried it. Now you know either you like it or you didn't. If you didn't like it, what she do? Yeah, I tried it. That wasn't for me. You can try to make me feel some type of way, but I don't feel no type of way. I tried it and it wasn't for me. I have to show you and you want it all the time, and she bring it up, then you really can't really say too much about it. In my opinion,
I think it emasculates you.
How though?
I definitely think it does.
Alright, well you talking about emasculation. I guess we'll go to the next topic. Is it okay to be a house husband?
Didn't we already touch on this a little bit though?
It was a little different about what was being a man.
I'm asking the question that we had on Facebook.
Yeah,
It
this
kind
is
of
something
really
that popped
what
up.
side teams were.
But I'm saying we already touched on.
What you think? What you think?
I don't see a problem with it being a house husband.
I think what we said before is about being unemployed. It's like voluntarily being
Yeah,
a
house
house
husband, house husband.
Yeah.
So what do you? Okay, what do you? When you think of house husband, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about house husband?
Take care of kids, take care of your house, cook clean.
That's it.
I mean, I say everything. I say everything is
That involves the house.
Yeah.
Everything ain't
Like,
that's
it's
just
not working.
Yeah, that's not working.
Why you can't be working if your house husband?
Why can't you be working if you're a house husband?
Yeah. Why do you feel like being a house husband? That's a part I'm trying to make. That's a fucking job. That's more than work.
It is a job.
You're doing like.
So, is it a problem for men to be house husbands? Well, I don't even know if I even phrase that properly, but it's okay for men to do all the domestics and stay at home and not work while the wife is doing. To each his own. I'll say that. I can't say that it's my dream. I definitely feel like I'd have to be out there providing, making money somehow. Even if my wife makes more than me or equal or less than, I just feel like I'd have to contribute. I just couldn't see myself, even if I could do the cleaning or the cooking or whatever is needed. I still feel like I could do that as well as this herb talking, who could do all the other stuff. So, yeah, what's funny is, like I said, we started off listening to Killer Mike, and he had a speech. Um, I guess he was on a panel, and we ended up talking about that freaky stuff Corey brought up, and then house husband stuff. So check out the whole episode. This episode 6, from Killer Mike to Let's Get Freaky, or Getting Freaky. Available on all platforms. Check it out. Check out the whole thing. And like I said, we'd love to hear you guys' opinion on it. Hit us up on all our social media. Channel Black on Facebook. Channel Black Podcast on Instagram, and channel_podcast on Twitter. We got our email is the Channel Black Podcast at yahoo.com. And the next and final thing I think we're going to get into today is something we just did not too long ago. And that was, this came up from Controversy. He just be making it, I would say he be making this stuff up, but I think it's pretty creative. I think it's pretty funny. I hope no one takes offense to it. It's not meant to be making fun of, but I know PTSD is a real thing, and he just kind of rebranded it to fit what he was talking about. So this episode is called PTSD, PTRD, or PTPD. Now you got to figure out what these things are. So PTSD, he claims, is post-traumatic, I don't know, post-traumatic something. You got to check out the episode. Now I'm sure he explains it for you. So check this out. And of course it ain't played just yet, because I had it queued up and everything. Let's see.
So if a man and a man can't make a baby, a woman won't make a baby, they just adopt, right? They're not making new babies, they just take care of somebody who's already here. You get what I'm saying? So these gays, they always adopt.
Oh my goodness.
For the most part.
I didn't want to bring this in, but hey,
now you're not appropriating. So like I said, I think it's a population control type thing and an agenda. Most of the ones that are higher up, they are gay, so they want the world to reflect them. So that's just my opinion. I can go all day on that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm dead. I'm low-key angry right now because they trying to push homosexuality on our kids.
I mean, but you got
been pushing that shit for the last at least 10, 15 years now, and it's just getting worse and worse.
I'm scared.
I was like blatant.
Yeah, like it's like.
I think the sound is a little better this episode. That's for sure.
It's okay to be gay. So you know what I'm saying? Like you can think of.
I mean, but that's harsh to be like. I mean, if that's how the person feel,
no, like
you don't want to live.
When you was in middle school, you never let a boy in middle school say, "Damn, like he got the stuff. Like he looks good. He tall, got muscles. Like the girls attracted him." You never looked at the guy and said that.
Nope.
Like I wish I looked like that.
Nope.
You never said
Nope.
that.
Nope.
Okay, well I have. I'm like, damn, like, the girls like him. I was sporting shit in middle school, so I was, so you look at a dude, he got muscles like a man, and he's tall and
Muscles
handsome.
like a man.
Girls like damn, like you don't really, you I would say envy him because he got what you want. The way he looked brings the girls, you want the girls that he got. So like, damn, man.
I get, yeah, well, yeah, I didn't look at it like that.
I mean, I always want to be the best. So like I said,
I don't know, I feel you,
yeah,
but
somebody
just
got something
because-
that's better than me. Like, fuck.
But hold on, I see that's where it's like that's subjective to be like that's what she like. If a young lady
And
was
she
more-
like all the girls want this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's he got what they
All
want.
the girls you
I'm
want
not-
him.
Alright, well,
I'm just saying, like, so
they can't have all of them. They can't have all. I mean, he can't have all of them.
That's the thing. It's like he get to choose whichever one he wants. He like them all, but he get to choose one he
Alright,
wants.
well, if I like all of them too, whichever one he don't like, I pick the one he don't like.
The one thing you don't want to pick won't even look at me.
Alright, well, you just gotta be nice and be funny and
No.
try to get them.
Them kind of girls you couldn't even talk to them.
Nah, well, that wasn't meant for me.
But that changed by the time I got to high school. It's a different ball game.
Yeah, well, hey, it wasn't your time then. It was his time.
I won my time.
school.
I'm gonna say 8th grade. Once I got 8th grade, it was a little better. 6th or 7th kind of rough for me.
Yeah, I had it rough till I was about 38.
38 now?
Yeah, rough.
I had it rough till like 8th grade. After 8th grade, I was coming home.
Had a little growth spurt.
Me too.
My
38.
mama stopped going. My mama stopped going to Walmart to get my school clothes. last day to
Man,
go.
that ain't what you were, man. Who winning, man? Oh,
Who
man.
win it?
That's what I said, man.
She
Swag that shit up, man.
ain't no swag that she get you something big that's gonna last.
Mom want nothing but some white tees and some Wranglers, man.
No, I couldn't get that. Back then in middle school, Dickies was the thing. Like Dickies, you get you a Dickie bill.
But Walmart had it.
Yeah, but she wouldn't get it from. Dickies was like 20, 25 a pop. She give me these jeans at $7.
Wrangler, baby.
Like I said, bro, like it wasn't.
I rock some
It
Wrangler.
wasn't my time yet. It wasn't my time yet. When you got
How
your
old
parents.
Bugle Boy jeans you wearing?
Hell no,
You know they Wranglers.
Wranglers.
Jabos and all
I ain't
that.
never had none of that. No, I'm just saying, but how that was
With the little thing, the little.
how much did they cost?
Yeah, blue, red, yellow.
Black.
And you wear a white tee, probably with the shoes, white, yeah. It might $50, $60.
My whole jeans coming back right now. I don't see the bowl. I don't see the couple pairs of bowl.
I kind of had something like the bowl. Remember the pants I wore to the green ball last time?
I don't know. You really think I remember what do they have holes in them?
They had rips.
Yeah, that's the only jeans I remember you having is one with the holes in them.
Okay. All my jeans have holes. I don't buy jeans because they have holes in them. I like that rugged look.
The rest
It
of
looks
them,
rugged. Huh?
I'm gonna just pay for one with the whole thing.
Yeah, I just wanted with 3 holes in it. The one I put my legs in and the one my legs hanging out. That's it.
I mean,
I said it might be a generational thing though. For me, I ain't,
I can have both y'all looking real clean.
No, I
Y'all
think
clean.
that's
Y'all
pretty
clean.
clean.
I'm talking to my standards.
For your standards. You trying to have us a real broke.
How? Oh, I don't shop.
You trying to have us real
Thing.
broke, man.
Sometimes things I want might be expensive. Like, damn. I'll be saying, like, man, that shit like $100, man.
As long as ain't nobody gotta help me out with jeans, all right.
Like I said, y'all be clean, so I can have y'all on a different level. You know what I'm saying? I can level you. Like, you know how I leveled you up for a little thing.
You leveled me up.
I leveled you up, man. You gotta admit, I leveled you up. You gonna get some picnic too.
I'm gonna stay on my
You gonna get 2 for 20. I'm like, 2
No,
for 20.
man,
2 for 20.
It was
Damn, it's reversible.
Look, 2 for 20.
Yeah, 2 for 20 suits,
We're not doing
man.
that, though.
No, 2 for 20 suits. It was 2 for 160.
It was 2 for 20. It came
2
with the
for
shoe.
160. No, they ain't coming with shoes.
Tank top.
They still, no, you laugh. They had a little spot
The
like
only
this.
shoes that coming with is the ones you wear after a pedicure, dude.
Yeah,
They had a back in the day. They had a little suit store that came with everything for $100. Shoes, the shirt, the tie, and the suit for $100.
some guys don't mind just,
But I'm saying it was some nice stuff. I mean, probably it was one of those things where like you got a whole rack. There's only 5 of them in that rack.
Oh,
I know. So it wasn't like you had a whole rack and there wasn't that much to choose from.
I wouldn't do it. I personally don't, like, you can tell a guy who feel like he got it, that he's doing it. He spent $2,000 on him, but he had to let you know he spent all his money on that.
I know exactly what you're talking
I know you think I'm talking about too, and I was talking about them too, but I kind of was.
about. I ain't gonna say his name, but I know, and anybody who know him know who we talking about too.
Yeah. Like those kind of people is like the whole point is like they really suffer from the slave mentality we're talking about, where you have to look over the top to look presentable, even if it's out of your price range. You know what I'm saying? Because the material stuff on your back make you feel like you're somebody.
I don't know if we talking about the same person.
We talking about the same person.
If we talking the only thing is, bro, you work too hard, just for material and stuff. In my opinion, bro, I know how you get it. It ain't like some of these other guys that do it illegal for the most part. You do stuff. No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about the person.
Okay.
I'm looking at him like, bro, you doing it the right way. You could be investing money in so many different ways. The way you work so hard just to have this stuff to make it look like you doing. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, man, you a good dude. I respect your hustle, man. But I mean, to each his own, man. That's what makes him happy. That's what makes him happy.
That don't make them happy. It's the reaction of, oh, you got this on from other people. Because look, if you had on a white shirt, white, black, whatever, white gym shorts, shirt, hey man, you look good, man. Okay, right? Mm-hmm. That a compliment makes you feel good.
Okay.
But to him, if I don't have this on, I'm not gonna get this kind of reaction. So he has to have that on.
I guess. Hey, teach his own.
Teach his own. Teach his own. All right. We'll stop right there. I don't want to bore y'all any longer. We appreciate y'all for listening thus far on episode 20. Like I say, this was a snippet of a couple things. If you hadn't listened to everything, go back and check. This episode that you were just listening to was PTSD, PTRD, or PTPD, episode 17. Like I said, it's available everywhere on all platforms. Episode 20, we were working on getting some visuals, and we actually did. We just had some technical difficulties trying to get it out. So instead of not putting anything out, we want to put this out, and maybe we'll put that out with the visuals in the upcoming future. But what we will be doing, the Channel Black Podcast, we'll be taking a light break for a couple weeks to try to reorganize and get everything a little bit more situated, a little bit more organized, a little bit more professional. Because we running off the seat of our pants. We're trying to figure this out, and we just ran into it. Like I said, we working on getting better every week, and I think we have. If you listen to some of our earlier stuff, to versus some of our later stuff, and even now, I mean, I think we definitely gotten better. But we want to get even better to where we want to be able to have sponsors. We definitely want to be able to promote more business. And actually, we want to host events and do different things in our community. So we're going to take a light break, a couple weeks to try to reorganize and get everything together. But our social media will still be fully active. The only thing that may pause is some podcasts will be stopped for a couple weeks. So if you miss us, or if you feel like you want to hear some stuff, we got 20 episodes now. This is episode 20. You got this one and 19 others that you could check out and tell a friend about. And we appreciate you guys listening, giving us feedback. Shout out again to my boys, Controversy and El Green, for helping putting this stuff together. Like I said, it's just me today, but we actually did, like I said, we recorded before, and some things came up, unforeseen, and unfortunately we can't put it out, but we'll get there. Hopefully y'all will hear it one of these days, but no pressure. Like I say, check us out on all our social media, Channel Black on Facebook, Channel Black Podcast on Instagram, and Channel_Podcast on Twitter. And subscribe to all our stuff. We're on YouTube. Tell a friend to subscribe. Check us out on SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher Podcast, Spotify, TuneIn. That's one I always forget.
So check us out. Listen to us on everything. Whatever you listen to, subscribe to us on. And tell a friend and tell a friend to tell a friend and tell a friend that we got a podcast. And it's called the Channel Black Podcast. All right? If y'all have any suggestions or some stuff you want us to talk about, or if you watch us or follow us on our social media and there's some stuff you want us to talk about or post, hit us up. And if you are a business or an aspiring business or something you want to help us, or if you feel like we can help promote you guys, don't be afraid to hit us up. We're learning still, but we definitely working on expanding our following as well as expanding our podcast portfolio. So don't be afraid to hit us up on by email, through our social media. And like I said, we got a lot of things we're working on that are definitely we're excited to announce once they do come out. We don't want to, prematurely get our stuff out just yet, but stay tuned. And again, thanks for listening, and you will hear from us very soon. All right, y'all be safe, and make today a better day than yesterday, and we'll always be good. All right, much love. Appreciate y'all. We out.